Iraq economic news and points to ponder late Friday evening, February 28, 25. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. Kurdistan banks will take their share of sanctions. Economic shows the reasons. Economy yesterday, 12:40, Baghdad today. Baghdad economic expert Hebidar Shaban, today, Thursday, the 27th of February 2025, is the reasons for imposing U.S. sanctions on a number of banks in the Kurdistan region. Shaban said in an interview with Baghdad Today that, in the context of coordination between the U.S. Treasury and the Central Bank of Iraq, sanctions will be imposed on banks in the region, including joint banks in my accounting project for employees' salaries in Kurdistan. He added that this process is to control the smuggling of currency in some banks in the region, control money laundering, illegal dealings, and the structural organization of banks. Earlier this month, two informed sources reported that the Central Bank of Iraq would prevent local banks from dealing with dollars. The Central Bank of Iraq will prevent 5 local banks from dealing with dollars in the U.S. Treasury request. The two sources added, 3 companies for payment services will be banned from dealing in dollars according to the U.S. Treasury request, the two sources added. They pointed out, America has submitted its request due to severe cash violations and the smuggling of the dollar outside the country. The digital currency to be launched in Iraq. Between economic opportunities and potential risks. Economy yesterday, 1612, Baghdad today. Baghdad the specialist in the international economic affairs, Nawar al-Saadi, revealed today. Thursday, the 27th of February 2025. The importance of the Central Bank of Iraq to launch its own digital currency. Al-Saadi told Baghdad Today that, economically, this step carries great benefits, but at the same time it involves challenges and risks that must be dealt with caution. He indicated, the importance of this step lies in several aspects, most notably that it provides a more efficient and transparent electronic payment method, which reduces dependence on paper criticism and limits the informal economy. He continued, the digital currency of the central bank can contribute to reducing the costs of printing and managing the paper currency, and improving monitoring of cash flows, which contributes to fighting corruption and money laundering. He added, nevertheless, this step is not without risks, especially in light of the challenges facing the Iraqi financial system, noting that, the most prominent concerns, the possibility of using the digital currency in smuggling operations, especially if there are no strict mechanisms to control digital transactions. And Iraq is already suffering from challenges in controlling transfer of money through informal channels. And any weakness in the management of the digital currency may lead to exploitation before legal. Al-Saadi also warned that there are risks related to cash stability, as the rapid shift to the digital currency may lead to pressure on the traditional banking system, especially if the banks are not technically and practically prepared for this change. Moreover, any security or technical defect in the digital infrastructure may make the financial system more vulnerable to electronic or piracy attacks. The specialist in the international economic affairs pointed out that, in order to ensure the success of this step, it is necessary for the central bank to follow a deliberate policy to implement it gradually, with a clear legal framework to regulate the use of digital currency, stressing the need to enhance the digital banking infrastructure and ensure the readiness of the financial system to accommodate this transformation without affecting economic stability, and if this policy is applied with caution and transparency, the digital currency can form the central bank has an effective tool to enhance the Iraqi economy and push it towards more modernity and financial openness. Quote, the governor of the central bank, Ali Al-Alak, revealed earlier on Wednesday the approach to the establishment of a bank digital currency to replace paper currencies. Al-Alak said, in a speech during the 9th Finance and Banking Conference and Exhibition, and followed by Baghdad Today, that the financial and banking system will witness fundamental transformations, including the decline of paper currencies to be replaced by digital payments for central banks. He added that the central bank is moving to create a digital currency of its own, to gradually replace the paper process as it is taking place in some central banks in the world, noting that, we are seriously thinking about establishing a data center in Iraq, and the bank starts moving in this matter within the steps of digital transformation. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. Source: dinarrecaps.com